1988 is coming to a close soon. We at Pulse wanted to find out what impact the news has on children. To do so, we spoke to some 300 children in the following schools: Spring Garden in Dollard-des-Ormeaux, Jewish Peoples and Peretz in Côte-Saint-Luc, Holy Cross in Ville-Saint-Laurent, and Nesbitt in Rosemount. We bring you their responses in the first of a two-part series photographed by Terry Wong and produced by Ely Bonder. 1988, a year of our lives.
Good fortune be with you, may your guiding light be strong. Build a stairway to heaven.
I think the election was the worst thing that happened, because I was shocked when the votes started going down, when they started moving onto the province of Quebec, because so many people in Quebec were voting for Brian Mulroney.
The thing that touched me most was the federal election, because we had to pick a new prime minister and who would be the best for Canada. And Brian Mulroney won for free trade, everything like that.
I'm worried people are going to lose lots of jobs, and if they lose jobs, they won't have enough food and stuff.
Brian Mulroney is going to sell our water supply.
I read in articles and I saw the news on TV about the elections.
There was lots and lots and lots and lots of publicity for the election. It was always on TV, and my whole family was always wondering who was going to win, everything like that. And when Brian Mulroney won, some of us were happy and some of us were sad. Some of us were wondering what will happen to Canada. And we just hope it will turn out for the better.
It was Jimmy Swaggart when he did what he wasn't supposed to do.
What did he do that he wasn't supposed to do?
Well, he went with another woman when he was telling other people that you shouldn't be doing it, and he did it himself.
I have sinned against you, my Lord.
Well, there's one thing that really affected me, because it's like all the people starving in Ethiopia, because like we're just here stuffing our mouths, and like they've got hardly anything besides the donations from like other countries. Like if I were in Ethiopia and they were in Montreal, then I'd feel jealous. You know, it's like if you're the person who's jealous, who other people are jealous of. That's how I feel, sort of.
And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home.
The thing that touched me most was the whales, because like they were trapped under all the ice and all that, and they couldn't get free, and it was hard for them to breathe, and they're trying to breathe.
I saw it on TV where the whales were stuck, and the baby was going to get stuck there and he could die.
And I felt sad that they were stuck. It's like someone's getting smothered, and it's like they can't catch their breath. It's sad. Everyone's a living like they're living things and we're living things. Like they deserve to have our freedom, their freedom, and we deserve to have our freedom.
Yeah, because most of them are getting extinct, because lots of them are killed, like rhinoceroses for their horns, turtles for the skin, and they get killed for some DDT.
I feel that life shouldn't be wasted.
The United States had tried their best to get the whales out, and then I had heard that they couldn't, and then the Soviet Union came and they managed to get the whales out. And I think it's very kind for them to spend all that money just for 3 whales who are trapped, and imagine what they would do for human beings.
Be courageous and be brave, and in my heart you'll always stay forever young, forever young, forever young.
What interested me most in 1988 was about Ben Johnson.
Many reporters came over, rushing over to him, and
They showed it on TV. They showed the family crying, and in the newspapers there was a whole bunch of articles on it.
I think I'll remember that the most because it was something like a hero to us, to most of us children across Canada, and to a lot of the adults.
He was running for Canada,
So when he lost, everybody got affected.
You can affect the country. Making your country feel bad because you're taking steroids and you could do it by yourself.
Ben Johnson could have done it without the steroids.
I don't believe that he took the steroids.
I don't know when, but the president died of Pakistan, and Pakistan is my country, so we felt sad about it. So then we heard about the new president. It was a girl. Well, because last time it was a man that was a president. Now it's a woman. Now it's a different feeling.
What disappointed me a lot was the Wayne Gretzky trade with the coach of the Oilers. He traded Wayne Gretzky to the Kings for some reason. I don't know why.
I always thought that Gretzky would never be traded to another team.
Well, they always got mad. When I heard that Wayne Gretzky got traded, I was depressed. Like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? And I feel really, really sad. Terrible.
What's happening? My mom said the dishes were rattling, and I asked her what was that, and she said that it was an earthquake.
The houses, it could break down, people could die. It was really scary.
I thought that my house was something was wrong in my house going wrong. When I see the weather on TV, the weather lady said, I think we're having an earthquake.
There was an earthquake in Armenia, and I'm Armenian, and so is my family. We're worried, like, what would happen to them.
A lot of people died. I hate to see people die in other countries.
I don't want a big one in Montreal.
The story that affected me the most was one about info crime, because I see it every week on Pulse News, and it really affects me because when you think about all those unlucky people who get stabbed or raped or stuff, you're thinking, what happens if it happens? What it can happen to me next,
The robbers, they just want everything they feel like having.
Sometimes I'm even scared when I ride my bike alone because there's bad people in the world.
And I hope info crime starts doing things about people who try to get into houses. I was kind of scared because when people there, when they start shooting rocks at the people with the suits, the army suits on, it was frightening because the people that are going through that with all the shooting and stuff, I feel bad for them because they're dying and stuff.
I hate looking on the news and watching them get beaten and they plant bombs and everything.
And they're just getting killed on the buses and the women, and it's not really fair. And they should stop, but I know they can't because they're fighting for the land, but...
So many lives are being wasted just over guns and stuff and land. So I really wish that they should make a peace agreement.
I remembered when Gorbachev went to the United States to meet President Reagan to make peace. They're spending so much money on nuclear warheads that it's like there's no tomorrow.
I feel scared, if the war will happen again, because if somebody shoots a missile and then somebody else will shoot a missile, the whole world would explode and we can die or something.
We are the children.